from McFarlane. So like Josh was saying,
Dude, I was calling this. I was like, dude, Todd.
all right, all right, all right. Welcome back, everybody, to the Collecting Brothers. John, this is Josh. Today, we're breaking down all the week toy news. This week's in toy news. I'm excited for this fun stuff that we got going on here, but let's go ahead and jump in. First up here, something that was kind of announced earlier. We missed it. I didn't only realize it when Adam was doing his. Adam from Highlighter Ticket was doing his show on Sundays. But the Space Zombies from Mars got a little bit of a toy collector magazine, which is still going strong.
Really? Dang. Okay. I'm proud of them.
Still going on there. They're got January, February 2024. This is their new issue, and they got a Space Zombies from Mars exclusive here. We're getting the zombies that we've seen before, but also like a more like a boss, kind of look of that middle red zombie. But it's fun to get more of these photos out there.
Who's making these figures?
So the company is new. It's called the Nameless Toy Company, so T&D Co. But it's Arlen, the guy that sculpts for Spiro Toys, that sculpts for Naughty and Nice, that sculpts for just a lot of different companies. Gotcha. It's him with Adam. Adam's kind of doing the more like the logistics side of it.
I think he even did G.I. Joe Classifieds too. I think
he did that Raptor guy. Yeah, so like he's a well versed sculptor, yeah. And so he's teaming up with Adam from highly articulate to kind of get this toy line of his own design out there.
Very cool.
It's fun.
Yeah, you can definitely see like I feel like the legs are very G.I. Joe Classified. Even like the paneling I feel like looks exactly like G.I. Joe Classified. These are cool. I love the realistic spacesuit astronaut aesthetic. I hope though in the future we can get just like some, because I like zombies. Everybody likes zombies, but I hope we can get maybe some just regular astronauts, pre-zombie. So maybe they can tell the story like, here was where I had began, and then later they become zombified. I don't know.
Yeah, that's actually in the works. So they do have like,
cool.
We saw these before during Legion's Con. They had a normal spacesuit guy.
Oh, okay. I don't remember. I don't think I saw.
Yeah. They like these parts can be swapped out, I'm assuming. And you can have like just a normal astronaut look. But
okay, that's sick. Yeah.
So they really got it covered here. They're going to be doing a Kickstarter sometime early next year.
So cool. I love Kickstarters.
Yeah, and then we'll probably get Adam on. Come on and talk about it as well.
For sure. Yeah, count me down for the set probably already. Honestly, even if it's just any Kickstarter, count me down. I don't care what it is. Whatever Kickstarter it is, I back it.
You back in Zujitsu?
Next, all right.
All right, keep it going. There's been some controversy with NECA. We'll touch on it a little bit. But first up here, this is the TMNT, The Last Ronin Ghost Brothers 7-inch scale figures, $100 on the NECA store. So this is from The Last Ronin. If you already know it, like I don't care about spoiling anymore. These guys die, and it's just Mikey that's left.
Dude, well, it's not even spoilers. Unless you're an idiot, the title's called The Last Ronin. Like,
right, but you don't know which brother it is. But like, I feel like at this point, like, and it doesn't spoil anything. Like, you already know, like, yeah, the brothers are dead, right?
Yeah, it's called The Last Ronin. I mean,
yeah, you're right. So we got these ghostly translucent turtle figures here from that Leo, Raph, and Donnie. And I like the translucency. I mean, they're probably hitting with enough light there. I want to see maybe potentially what it looks with just like the base plastic, but I like that they're able to pull off the green even within that translucency.
Right. Good call out. Yeah, no. I love these. I feel like they executed this like the best that you can in like plastic form. Maybe I'm a sucker for translucent figures. That maybe could play a part. But oh man, Ghost, dude. Now I can have a display where I have freaking I can do like a Force Ghost Anakin, Force Ghost Yoda, Force Ghost Obi-Wan, and then pop in Force Ghost Leo right next to them. Oh my god, I love these figures. Gotta get them.
Yeah, $100, but they are on the NECA store.
Are they exclusive to that, or are they going to get mass released? You think?
Currently, they are on the store, and I don't know if they are going to get mass released because of what happened with NECA. I don't know if you heard of what happened.
No, tell me.
So they were shipping out the TMNT animated series Donnie's like lab or the sewer layer or something like that. Okay, one of the play sets.
Oh, okay.
They had recently switched shipping companies and like kind of doing something differently. They were going to ship it directly from China. So instead of like having it shipped over to them and then them shipping them, they were shipping it straight out from China.
Right, to save some money, yeah.
Well, people were getting doubles.
Hey, that's a good thing.
People were getting doubles, okay, of the layers.
Okay.
And NECA was like, oh crap, like we messed up. They said, send it back to us. If you got doubles, send one
Dude,
back to
nobody's gonna
us.
send it back.
Well, here's like, we'll give you $100 in the NECA store credit
Oh,
and
really?
we'll
Oh,
pay
I'll
for
send it back.
postage. But then they said, if you don't send it back, you are banned from the NECA store. So not only they did start with like, here, here's some things you can, sorry, we've made a mistake here, send it back to us. But then they started threatening them, saying, if you don't send this back, you're going to get banned from our store and you won't get access to any of our figures. And so that's why I think they're now releasing these solely on the NECA store to kind of, twist that knife onto people who didn't send their stuff back because they're not legally obligated to send that back.
Right. Do you know maybe how much that like that? I don't know. It's hard to know. Do you know how much that price on that layer was?
I would say probably around $120.
Oh, okay. It was like a pretty big, expensive set.
Yeah, it was a set. Yeah, it was a set.
Okay. Yeah, this is a pickle. This is a pickle because I could see both sides. I could see, yeah, because it's not right that you know, man, I don't know, but honestly, it's their fault. It's NECA's
Yeah,
fault because
yeah,
they elected to use the China. Dude, you know the Chinese, bro. Come on, with shipping, the
yeah,
problem is it's not. The problem is the language barrier. Just having that barrier,
yeah,
having overseas different time zone. There's so many different factors when you're trying to do something from China. We've seen time and time again when American toy companies are trying to do, get things right on figures or fix
hmm,
things or dude, you cannot just rely on like the Chinese to
yeah.
make those decisions because one,
Big or small, right? Companies.
yeah, they're just trying to do their job and get the product, and so they're like they're not going to take the time that your company would to get fulfillment or sculpt or paint whatever. They're just like, all right, here's the job, get it done, boom.
Yeah,
I do like the fact that they were like, hey, here's $100 gift card because then even then you're still gaining $100 in NECA
yeah,
store credit. Like,
yeah,
so you're the people that got double, you're not losing anything. You're actually gaining $100. That's basically this free set, dude. If I had two layers, I would send it and exchange it for this. No, easy.
yeah, yeah.
I'd
Exactly.
rather. Why would I want two layers? I want unique stuff. But then I
Yeah,
I think your point where that they probably did make this exclusive for that reason.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Because 100% there were people like after this, I believe a couple, this one, the second or third email, they were starting to threaten, right? Where like, you better send that back, or it's like, these repercussions are going to happen to you. Instead of pushing it onto the consumer, they should have just taken the hint and be like, listen, we made a mistake. If you didn't get us, email us. We'll fulfill it like later date on the second wave of the orders, right? I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's a tough situation. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm just glad we got these figures though. These figures are looking sick. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a crazy situation, man.
So, but this wasn't the only one that went up to the NECA store. The next one here is Leatherhead from the Image Comics. We saw this at Comic Con, $50 here for that beautifully sculpted Mirage Comics
Leatherhead.
Leatherhead. Yeah,
Dude, you gotta have Leatherhead, man. Oh
yeah,
my gosh, I'm so excited for this figure. It looks big. Like look at that compared to a
yeah,
foot soldier.
yeah,
This is a big boy, and I love that. In the Mirage comics, the size. I like when they make different characters different sizes. Because
yeah.
Leatherhead, he was in like the cartoon. He's a little bit smaller, and so he's like this is like a monster now. Same thing they did with like the Triceratops. The Triceratons,
Oh yeah,
they're just
yeah.
like they're big, but they're not that big. But the Mirage
They
Triceratops,
thicked them
dude,
out.
he was massive, and I love that was one of the best TMNT figures of all time. And I'm expecting the same thing from this thing. $50, hey, it's worth it, guys.
Yeah, and people were just like funny because like when this came out, they're like, previous to this figure being come out, they're like, I'm done with NECA. I'm never buying from them again because they treat our customers bad. And they're like, okay, I'm sorry, like I have to get this.
Yeah. Dude, I'm like that every time a NECA joint breaks, I'm like, I'm done with NECA. I'm never buying NECA toys. But nah, they always get me.
Yeah, they'll always get that, get you back there. But yeah, there's Leatherhead, excuse me. So I think it's a great figure.
Man, you in Pacific Rim, man. That's all you can think about.
Sorry. All right, let's jump over to McFarlane Toys. We just got a quick update for the Dark Knight articulated figure. That's the comic book recreations. So just confirming that's the kind of the paint app on him, soft goods cape, and does come with that steel rod that looks like plugs into his back.
Yeah.
So that's nice to know and confirm. You can display him standing up or you can display him standing down. It is wired cape. So David Williams, he was talking about how he got the Spawn figure, the Spawn Call of Duty figure.
Okay.
The one that had the soft
Yeah,
goods.
the really good one. Yeah, amazing.
Apparently, he said, and it might have just been his, but he said that the cape didn't articulate. Like the wiring, the fabric on it was just terrible, and it was actually
Okay.
like not that good. And I was genuinely surprised. And he was also saying that he's just like, I was too. I was hoping for the best for this, but it was not. It's interesting. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with their fabric or their soft goods, but this one does come with that wired cape. Maybe soft goods to McFarlane isn't the same level elsewhere, right? So
Right. And yeah, you can't expect that. Like you can't expect, SH figure arts freaking wired
true,
capes. So, it sucks if that's the case, but even if it doesn't, I feel like a $25 figure with soft goods, yeah, it just works, because like
that's true.
what other company at this price point is going to give you wired? It doesn't
Yeah,
exist.
yeah,
It
that's
doesn't
true.
exist.
That's true.
So this figure though, I think this is a cool compromise. I feel like this is Todd saying he wish he could do a statue, but he knows that the consumer, right? Because he has to do like what he likes to, but also do right by the consumer. I feel like this is a happy middle where he's like, I'm gonna make my statue Dark Knight Rises, but it's just gonna be an articulated statue so that people who like action figures, which is the majority of us, can buy this figure.
Right.
And I feel like it recreates that iconic freaking cover page perfectly.
Dark Knight Returns cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they did a good job on that. And the little backdrop there is reversible, so you can have Batman in it or not in it. I think that's fun too.
That's sick. That's sick. Yeah.
It's good. But let's keep it going here. There is that Batman comic book recreations. Next up, a Target exclusive here. I believe this is the Prowler, Cheetor. I can't remember. But yeah, no, I'm actually kind of surprised that I like this figure. Maybe it's just the aesthetic, but the highlighted or weathered blue that you're getting off of the purple on his chest and his shoulders, along with like the Matt Murdock, Daredevil wrapped up
Oh,
arms.
really? Oh, that's what I mean. My mind goes to Iron Fist, bro. That's Iron Fist.
Iron Fist. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Yeah. So a Target exclusive here. I like this figure, man. I know it's simple, and I generally don't like the simple ones, but they did a good job.
Yeah, dude. The head sculpt is amazing. The weathering on the wraps is amazing. And just shout out the paint app because I feel like it's a
Yeah.
paint app that we've never seen on multiverse or Legends. I feel like this kind of scratched
It's like an
kind of
overspray almost.
yeah, it's like a scratched paint. So like I feel like it's something we've never seen ever. So I'm excited to see this in hand because it's always hard to see these promo images
Yeah, that's true.
with the lighting. Yeah, but it's definitely on the chest, on the shoulders, and
Yeah.
it kind of looks like there's some on the thighs a little bit.
Probably. That would
Yeah.
make sense. That would make sense.
Yep.
The other Target exclusive here is that Orion that we've talked about before, but he's out there on McFarlane there. So cool to get those nice, pretty pictures of these figures. Let's keep it going here. Next up, we're getting a glow in the dark. A Captain Carrot glow in the dark. Here he is just in that base figure, and here he is glow in the dark. What are you thinking, Josh?
Okay. I don't know why I think this works. Just because what I'm thinking in my like head canon, because I actually don't know if this is true or not, but like maybe like a rabbit got like radiated or a man got radiated with rabbit DNA, right? And so
Right.
he's like emitting radiation as like a mutant rabbit man. So I think it works. I was thinking about because I never got this figure, so it also just works as like a nice re-release, because
True.
the gimmick's there, and if you don't like the gimmicks, who cares? This can
Fine,
still
yeah.
work as what's this guy's name again?
Captain Carrot.
Yeah. Captain Carrot. This still works as Captain Carrot, dude. And I was thinking, dude, custom. I'm a big fan of the Arthur PBS series.
Oh,
custom Bionic Bunny figure.
Bionic Bunny.
Holy crap, dude. That is getting made, dude. Bionic Bunny. I'm going to make a Bionic Bunny with this.
And then you got to make Dark Bunny too.
Dark Bunny. Yeah, Dark Bunny.
One thing I am noticing though is like looks like there's, and maybe it's just this figure here, the pooling of that glow in the dark in certain areas, so you get kind of hot spots. Because if you look at the suit, right, it's literally just a bunch of holes everywhere.
Oh yeah.
But you're getting some splotchiness because of that pooling that's happening.
Yeah. That might have been, I think that's not intentional, but I think it looks cool. Like I think it actually adds to the figure.
I think it definitely, like your story with the radioactiveness,
Yeah.
A radioactive bunny bit someone, and there you go. There you got your Captain Carrot.
Yeah. I think it looks cool, but yeah, I definitely unintentional for sure. It was because of the sculpt. Yeah.
All right, but there's your second chance, third chance, fourth chance. Everyone wants that glow in the dark Captain Carrot. Next up here, the one we saw New York Comic Con.
Boo!
Batman versus Kong, Mega Big Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong action figure 2-pack. $70 here for this. Yeah, like we've said, like why are you giving us this hunk of plastic Kong that's barely articulated, right? It looks like you're getting a waist, ankles, shoulders, head. I'm assuming
it's just such a waste because of this massive figure. Like this set is $70, and then the freaking Kong looks like the Playmates Kong. You know how Playmates makes they made the Kong figures. Have you seen those in store?
I think
It's like
so.
a
Yeah.
5 POA, but they're big too. 5
Oh yeah,
POA
yeah, yeah.
Playmates Kong Godzilla versus Kong figures they made.
So, yeah.
Yeah, this is just a waste. Like if you're not gonna do it articulated, don't do it at all. It's just a waste of effort from the McFarlane sculptors and paint and all the people that work at McFarlane Toys. It's just a wasted effort on them because this is not good.
I agree. I agree. I mean, you do get a full Batman figure and a little mini Batman figure. That's I don't know if it's going to be their like their 3 3/4 inch, that they're like the page puncher
Dude, I
size.
think it is. I think that's a page puncher.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they threw in just kind of the scraps here.
Yeah. You get a page
So,
puncher. Yeah.
but yeah, there you go, friends. There is that Godzilla. I mean, that's basically all you can do with him, right? Lift up his arms, change his head sculpt. There's nothing else going on here. So.
What's crazy is like he did the Flash Grodd,
Oh
and
yeah,
that one I don't think it was definitely not as big as this. This one's definitely a lot bigger, but it still at least had good articulation. Like we're not asking for like double knees and double elbows, but we at least need knees and elbows, single, at
at
least,
least,
yeah,
yeah, at least,
and
for
ball
sure.
joint at the freaking shoulders.
At least, right? All right, but there it is, friends. There's the packaging for that Batman, which is Kong.
Dude, actually, now I'm
It
looking at
might be
the
garage
7 inch
size,
the
yeah.
figure that looks like the size of Grodd. What the heck? Just they should have just built, I don't know, built off the Grodd because you can just take off take off the armor of Grodd, add a new head sculpt, maybe add some scarring. I don't know.
Yeah,
It could have worked.
maybe that's true. Maybe. All right, next up, we're talking 1/6 here. Normally, we don't talk about that. We just wanted to bring this in here. Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. It's the latest, newest show. Rick Grimes 1/6 scale deluxe resin statue for $300 from McFarlane. So, like Josh was saying,
Dude, I was calling this. I was like, dude, Todd, if you want to do statues, you gotta up the price and start using polystone, resin, higher materials than that PVC that he wants to do. I think he could make a killing in this area. Like, if that's what he wants to do, then he should not try to play in the middle and try to please statue collectors and 1/12 action figure collectors,
yeah,
because then nobody wants your stuff.
yeah, you
Dude,
split the difference. Yeah,
this is the right move. Make your action figures and you want to do your statues, do it to the right target audience. Let me see the face.
can't get any closer here.
I see it though. I see it.
There you go. That's probably the best one.
I think it's good. I see him.
Yeah, I see Andrew Lincoln in there for sure. Yeah. I mean, I think they did a good job, like executing the armor looks great, the weapon looks great, the boots. Now it is an all black figure, so we lose a little bit on the weathering, but there's still some of it. And I don't know. I am okay with this. And they went poly resin with the material.
Yeah, right. It's like I think that's something that people need to realize is you're like, whoa, 300 is a lot, but it's
yeah,
the material that they're
this
using.
is
Right? This
yeah,
is
this
like
is
it's a
yeah,
material that they're using that's gonna not only like it's just gonna last. Like it's not gonna degrade over time. You're not gonna get warpage.
It's meant to last, right? Check out
Yeah.
Gem Mint Collectibles on YouTube, guys. If you want to get into statuing, he'll tell you everything you need to know about it. But yeah, no, like the material that's being used here is is nothing, that's cheap. It's gonna
Yeah,
last.
it's almost like the reason why they say polystone, because it's almost like the old
right.
sculptors of age where they're sculpting from rock, like
Yeah.
actual stone. It's
Yeah.
like that hard, and that is it's heavy. When you get these polystone figures,
Yes.
they're super heavy. They're not $25 Marvel Legend. But yeah, I'm excited for him. Because I hope not, but I can see how the statue collectors are gonna crush this. Like, I mean, bring it down, because I would say the quality is not quite there when you compare it to like
Yeah.
Sideshow, and when you compare it
Iron
to
Studios.
oh my gosh, yeah, Iron. But I would ask the statue collectors to give grace, because this is his first entry, and he's gonna get better and better at time, because like we've seen with a lot of different companies that are jumping from big to low, they get the
Yeah.
price wrong, they get
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
materials wrong, they don't know what to do, and so just be excited that he's trying this, and then give him a couple reps, and then after a couple reps, if he's still not bringing up his game, then yeah, let's thrash him. But let's hold back on this. Let's just be excited that he's trying his statues at 1/6.
I agree. Yeah, there's a learning curve, and that'll happen.
Yeah.
And give it some time. And like I would have loved an Andrew Lincoln in the upright pose where he has the gun straight up, right, with his revolver.
Dude, that would have been the right choice,
Right.
actually.
But
Yeah.
I think what it is, it's a licensing issue. I don't think that license is currently available to him at that scale, and so he just went with the
with the
ones
new
who
show.
right.
Maybe it's a little bit
It's
easier to get.
still Andrew Lincoln. Probably nobody really has that license yet, but you get him in that form. You get Andrew Lincoln is what I guess I should say. You get his
Yeah.
likeness with that license. But yeah, we'll see, man. A Daryl figure I would cook, of course. It's Daryl. He's got enough pull. Last thing from McFarlane, though, they announced a McFarlane Toys show December 18th, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific time on YouTube. So they're kind of doing like a fan stream, is my interpretation of this. Or we have some more competition in our, collecting weekly.
No, it's a fan stream. It's a fan stream, dude.
It's a fan stream.
And that's the right move because I mean, I don't watch them as much as I used to, but I love them. Like if I had more time, I think fan streams are super fun. So glad that they're doing that. Glad he's getting like, a media team that is able to, promote his figures better and let the collectors know what's coming out and what's releasing.
And that's the thing, like they're going to be announcing pre-orders, they're going to be doing reveals, they're going to be like doing updates. Like it is going to just be the McFarlane fan stream, and I love that. We'll see what the personalities are. It sounds like there's 2 co-hosts on it, and we'll see what the vibes are. And it's going to be open. I wonder if they respond to chats. That's a lot to ask, so like
probably not. Maybe
don't expect that. But it would be interesting if like they did maybe like a poll, like where people voted or something.
Yeah, they could do polls for sure.
Yeah.
So
we'll check that out. I'm going to be checking that. I just want to see what it's like. December 18th. All right, that will wrap up McFarlane Toys. Let's jump over to Star Wars Black Series. We're doing the Gift of the Galaxy that they've been running every so often here for the Christmas season. First up here is a Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia Organa. Luke in his Imperial Guard outfit, and then Leia in her boosh. And this is the Shadows of the Empire.
Okay, there's a lot to unpack here, guys. Okay. For one, great figures. I like that they updated the head sculpt of the Leia Bausch for the most part, right? Everything else is the same except for the new head sculpt. And then the Imperial Luke is awesome, man. Shadows of the Empire, Imperial Luke, and the Imperial Guard. Crazy good figure. It looks like amazing sculpt. Even the Luke Skywalker head, it's not that bad, I think.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. It's kind of good.
Yeah.
The sucky part is that they lumped it into a 2-pack. I think it's a dirty move to do that for one, because this is not one of those cases where we don't already have this in 3D print tech. While this figure is a very old figure, it was released on the archive with already a 3D print tech head sculpt, right? This is a new 3D printed head sculpt, but we still already have that,
Yeah.
The other big thing was that you can see that it's pinless, right? You can see the new joints is pinless.
Yes.
But then when they were on the fan stream, and they actually showed the figure, it was with pins. Okay, so they're soliciting this figure as pinless in the promotional images, but then the figure that they showed off, the actual in-hand figure, had pins. Now, the problem with that is just they're just dumb. They're dumb. The reason why the Black Series team is dumb is because the only people who watch these fan streams are collectors like me and you, the amazing collectors watching right now. The people that are dedicated enough to this hobby to watch a fan stream are gonna notice something like that, right? So if you're doing that, I mean, maybe they're in their head, they're thinking, let's try to pull a fast one on people. Dude, the people that would buy this and not watch the fan stream are like the average Joe collectors. They're not even gonna buy this. Okay.
I think and you're right. Even the property too, like Shadows of the Empire is already a deep enough cut, right?
Yeah, dude. So I don't know why they're doing that, because then you just make. And the thing is, I'm saying this not because I hate the Black Series team, because I want them to have success. And the problem is that they caused an uproar within the Black Series community, because it just feels wrong. Like you feel like you're getting slighted, because it's like, why are you soliciting 2 different things? And now the consumer doesn't know what we're getting. We don't. And regardless, like if they would have just showed these with pins, and if that's what they're doing, nobody would have said anything. Everyone would be like, the main issue would have been, dang it, I want the Luke, but I got the Bausch, but at least there's a new head sculpt. All right, I can justify it. But then when you do that, you're playing dirty. Then people are gonna notice. Like me and you, dude, we spend hours looking at these pro images. That's what we do. Everybody does that. We're gonna decipher the paint, the details, everything that's new, right?
What's new parts, the old parts, the reuse.
Like, when I'm looking at this, I know exactly what's reused and what's not.
Yeah.
So just bad by the Black Series team for do that. They gotta change, man.
It's definitely like, it seems shady, right? And it could have just been like, and I'll be a devil's advocate here, it could have just been like a mistake, right? They had to get the figure in hand, but they don't have the pinless version. So they're like, oh, let's just put the new head sculpt on this old figure of Bausch. I don't know, but
The pro
but it
the
causes confusion, right?
Another problem is that because this is the deeper cut, it's going to be solicited. I think it's either a fan channel or Hasbro Pulse exclusive. I'm not sure, but it's going to be solicited on websites only where
Okay.
nobody will have it in hand. You know what I'm saying? So
True.
the big problem is that people are going to pre-order this and they don't know what figure is going to arrive.
Yeah.
And then like if you don't, let's just say, oh, I'm gonna wait till the pre-order ends, then you're probably not gonna get this because they're gonna make it this limited quantities because it's a deeper cut. That's why it's being solicited
True.
on Fan Channel or Hasbro Pulse.
Okay.
So that's the big problem.
It's interesting. Yeah, it's definitely an issue. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. All right. But there is that 2-pack. That's all we had. There was some vintage collection stuff, but you know how it goes with those. Let's jump over to Mezco Toys here. A classic, the Mighty Thor 1/12 Collective. $95 here, under $100 from Mezco here, July 2025. Look at this Thor, dude. We saw some pretty pictures here.
A while back, yeah. You saw
Yeah,
some a while back, yeah.
and so nice to get the full solicitation here with more pretty pictures and just he's looking really good. Again, Mezco, for whatever reason, dude, they just knock it out of the park when they do the classic, early comic book versions of these
I
characters, man.
I think what it is, what you're feeling is the proportions. They get that Jack Kirby kind of smaller limb proportions where as comic books have grown, I feel like they've taken more influence, from I don't know if I might get killed for this, but I feel like they've taken more influence from anime, where the now proportions are more exaggerated and longer and skinnier, like anime are. So, like, if you look at this guy, his head's really square, his limbs are really square, his body's square.
Yeah, yeah.
And where I feel like with Marvel Legends, when they do their classics, because they have to reuse some stuff to make their buck, their reuse sometimes is not as square as that like golden era. Whereas I feel like this guy's proportions are
Yeah,
perfect for that
yeah.
classic Thor. And the fabric they're using, you get like it almost looks like towel texture pants. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
a microfiber cloth. That's what it
yeah.
looks like. It's a microfiber cloth, the cape, the leather.
Yeah.
Dude, this figure is awesome. And now that we have the Mezco Cap, Thor, Iron Man, we gotta get the Mezco Hulk soon. Gotta come out.
Dude, that would be cool. Yeah, you got
And
to do
even a
that. The
Hawkeye
big
and
ones.
Widow. Yeah, even a Hawkeye and Widow. We
Complete
got
the
to get at
Avengers
least a
team. Yeah.
6. Yeah, at least 6.
That would be cool. In that classic version, yeah, that's true. All right, but there is that Thor. Here's everything you're getting with him, friends. 2 head sculpts, excuse me. All that fun hands, the mighty Thor base, that classic font, the spinning hammer. Look, I love that, and some hammer effect pieces, and even some lightning pieces. That's cool.
It's kind of funny though. I could be wrong on this, but I feel like the first time I ever saw a spinning hammer was from a third party, just regular customizer, just 3D printed it, was selling them. I feel like that was the first time I ever seen it. And then Legends did it, Mayfix did it, Mezco did it. But I feel like honestly, the credit goes to some random dude with 3D printer. I think. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, because I feel like the first time I ever saw it was customized.
It was probably just some homie just wanting to create it, right?
Yeah.
And just wanted his action figure to have it. All right, friends, let's jump over to Mayfix here. They're doing a Megan. I love the post they got here. It's when she's doing that weird dance.
The dance, yeah.
Yeah.
Holy crap. I haven't even seen this movie. I wanted to see this movie. I just haven't had a chance to see it. This figure looks like a movie still to me. Like it's insane how good the face sculpt. Maybe it's because it's a doll face. Yeah.
It's the mannequin face.
But I think it's immaculate depicted. That is a 10 out of 10 head. The soft goods are amazing.
Oh yeah.
This is a buy. I haven't seen the movie and it's a buy.
Yeah, they did a really good job on her outfit, dude, because it's soft goods arms, sleeves, as well as that soft good dress on top and the bow as well. Like that's a lot of parts that you're having to create for just this Megan figure. And so like credit to Mayfix for doing that. And yeah, I agree with you, man. They did a really good job on the face.
And it'll be cool when we get the full solicitation because they have to release like a battle damaged head, Yeah.
And they will. All right. We'll now go ahead and wrap up our show today, friends. We're coming up on the holiday seasons, right? And so news tends to kind of slow down, but stay with us, friends. We'll be hanging out, catching up you guys all on that action figure news. But let's go ahead and talk our pick of the weeks. Josh, what are you thinking?
Man, it was a really good week. I don't think there was any really duds. Holy crap. Yeah, Black Series, Luke was good.
I mean,
the
Kong, sorry.
That was the dud, yeah. The other head is those turtles. Oh no.
Turtles. You like that Captain Carrot? Gotta get your bionic bunny out.
Believe it or not, I haven't even seen all of it. I think I go with Mayfix Megan, man.
Oh wow.
Mayfix Megan, yeah. I don't know. That thing looks
Okay.
realistic. That thing looks just like from the movie.
Yeah.
Mayfix Megan.
Yeah. Okay. I'm giving it to the turtles as as much hot water that NECA's in right now from collectors and a lot of bad blood that they have. Those things I think they did a really good job on
Yeah,
the
man.
execution of the translucency. And to have the brothers and the ghost in form to and then to have your, Mikey as your Ronin. Because they show up a lot in the books too. Like they're always there because
Yeah,
Mikey's
and
just
in the
always
art
remembering
too, for
them.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like iconic frames with them.
Yeah. So it's yeah, I'll give it to NECA on the brothers, the ghost brothers there.
Yeah.
All right, friends, let us know down below your pick of the week. We'd love to hear it from you guys. Make sure you guys like, subscribe if you're enjoying our content. And as always, keep collecting, keep playing, and may the action figure gods smile upon you. Peace.